Hello and welcome to another Warframe video. Today, I will be sharing what I consider to be one of the best setup and build for Excalibur. It's a balanced build with CC, survivability and lots of damage, that will take advantage of his radial blind and exalted blade. Okay, let's cut to any long introduction and begin the guide. Before I show you my setup and build, I would just like to say that I have tested for about 2 weeks all the possible variation for this Excalibur build. And, the ones that I'll be showing you perfectly fits my playstyle. However, you can change it a bit if you like, so it would suit your own playstyle. The Excalibur build I come up with is good in terms of solo play and group play. With this build, you can crowd control enemies with ease to support your team, and as well as deal tremendous amount of damage at the same time. Lastly, I added some survivability on this build so that guys like me who want to take this build in solo runs, will enjoy their Excalibur. Okay, let's check out my builds. First, let's take a look at my Excalibur. This is a pretty simple build and anyone can achieve this kind of setup with ease. What I have here is a chromatic blade Excalibur and I have transient fortitude and intensify so that I can get that 180% power strength, which gives our Excalibur 100% status chance with his chromatic blade augment. I also have stretch and cunning drift so my radial blind will have that 40 meters range. Enough for me to CC a crowd of enemies in mid-range. Hunter Adrenaline is also perfect for this build so I can restore my energy, while Primed Floater have enough amount of energy to sustain Exalted Blade, and cast my other abilities at the same time. Primed Continuity for a bit of duration, so my Radial Blind will last longer. And of course, Chromatic Blade which will be the main mod that will give us tons of damage. For my melee weapon, I choose to use Arcana Prime as it has an innate depolarity and it looks cool on my Excalibur. But you can choose any melee weapon you like. Anyway, it's the mod that really matters. For my Arcana Prime, I have Life Strike which is a great mod for Excalibur's survivability. Now, if you're worried about the channeling efficiency cost, then you can use Zanuric Cinemite to increase the melee channeling efficiency by 60% at max level. Well, I need a little bit of grinding to achieve that. As you can see, I only have 10% of the buff at the moment. But still, Life Strike can give me the survivability I need without any problem. Anyway, you won't spam Life Strike as you only need it when it's really necessary. It's pretty efficient when you're using it while those exalted blade waves are hitting the enemies, or you can cast your first ability while channeling, so you can instantly get your life back safely. As we all know, Excalibur's first ability has an invincibility frame which gives us the time we need to regain our life back. For the damage part, I have two 90% status mod which are replaceable, depending on the faction you're facing. You can go with corrosive when facing heavy armored units, gas when you are up against corpus, or you can go viral against infested enemies. Also, I have berserker and primed fury for that super fast attack speed. Well, I like my Excalibur to be fast which is why I choose to mod it this way. But you can replace any of the two with another status mod if you like. And also, I have True Steel for that extra critical chance. Since Excalibur's chromatic blade changes the status it deals, depending on what color you choose, let me share to you what energy color I use. I'm using orange or red so I can deal heat damage to the enemy. Well, this color scheme don't just look really good for my Excalibur but it's also really useful as heat can give you a bit of CC, especially in high level. When enemies are burning, they stop attacking, giving you a few seconds to restore your health with Life Strike or even cast Radial Blind. However, you can choose the energy color you like. It's always personal preference in the end. The damage that this build can deal is pretty insane. Radial Blind and Exalted Blade really works together perfectly, and they can melt any enemies within seconds. It's a pretty solid combo. Also, the CC of Radial Blind is really an important asset, especially when you are playing with a team. I mean, you are not only a DPS, but you can also support your team really well. Overall, this build will turn your Excalibur into a pretty solid Warframe, both viable for solo and group plays. Not only that, this build is also well-rounded, that you can take it in any mission that you like. Well, except spy mission of course, as there's a certain Warframe that can do that flawlessly, and not Excalibur. I really recommend that you try this build for yourself, as I'm 100% sure that you will have tons of fun playing your Excalibur with this setup. So that's it guys. Hope that you enjoy watching this video and find it informative. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy this video, and you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Warframe videos from me in the future. Just don't forget to turn on that notification bell to receive updates on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next video.